Are you serious? Are you serious? Calm down. Put that coffee cup down and listen to what I'm going to tell you. Huntington, Indiana. Huntington, Indiana. There's been booms and sounds coming from the earth. Booming. It's the sounds of the apocalypse. Now, we covered this about 3 or 4 years ago, about 3 years ago, when there was unbelievable amounts of sounds, booms, and sounds of what sound like shofars blowing. It sounded like trumpets blowing. In some cases, it was like drums beating. And matter of fact, I have a video it's my third most watched video ever, with over 600,000 views. It's when Sean Fussell, my good friend down in Texas, who's a recording artist and has a recording studio, went through YouTube, pulled together all of the sounds that had been heard over a period of about a year, downloaded them onto his equipment, and played them all at once and recorded a segment, what it sounded like when they were all playing at once, because these things were happening all around the world. And the sound was so incredible. It's like an orchestra in heaven tuning up for something major, some grand entrance, some apocalyptic conclusion to a cataclysmic event. I don't know, but it's happening again. And Huntington, Indiana, it's happening big time. And what's amazing about this article, and I just got it this morning, but they're calling it the Huntington booms. But what's amazing is I'm already scheduled to speak in Huntington, Indiana on April the 30th, Saturday. I'll be preaching two services, a 3 p.m., 3 o'clock afternoon, and then a 6 o'clock on the end time apocalyptic events. This is incredible. I'm going to be speaking in this town. What are the odds? And I've scheduled this 6 months ago. Huntington, Indiana. Are you serious? Well, and we'll put that on our website and get you the details on that very quickly. But here's what they're saying. And I believe these sounds are in your Bible. And I'm going to read it to you in just a moment. Here's what it says in Huntington, Indiana. Officials in Huntington County, as far as Colorado, are investigating reports of mysterious loud booms around the region. Matter of fact, Huntington County Emergency Management Director Lindsay Goss said that the county has received numerous reports of explosions and booms and over the last 10 to 14 days, with a spike over the last 24 hours. Now, this report was on January 8th, 4 days ago. Several people have reported the booms to News Channel 15 there in Huntington, and one described the noise as a very loud, like a cannon firing. Another questioned whether a home exploded. Now, this lady says that I was watching TV, and out of nowhere there was this loud boom, said Crystal Collier. And what she says, what in the world is going on? Anytime there's something like this where there isn't any concrete evidence to show for it, you hear a lot of interesting theories. It's true. People start talking about UFOs, small nuclear detonations. People start talking about earthquakes. I mean, all kinds of different scenarios that could be causing this incredible sounds. All right. Now, I go to the Bible because the sounds of the apocalypse is in the word of the Lord. Matter of fact, in the Isaiah chapter 24. People a lot of times never even know this is in the Bible, but here's what it says. First of all, it says there's going to be a pole shift on this planet. It's right here, Isaiah 24, verse 1. Behold, the Lord maketh the earth empty, and maketh it waste, and turneth it upside down, and scattereth abroad the inhabitants thereof. It sounds like a pole shift, but sounds of the apocalypse. Here we go. Verse 16. From the uttermost part of the earth, we have heard songs, even glory to the righteous. But I said, my leanness, woe unto me, the treacherous dealers have dealt treacherously. Yea, the treacherous dealers have dealt treacherously. What does it mean? Isaiah goes to explain. Verse 17, fear and the pit and the snare are upon thee, O inhabitants of the earth. Verse 18, and it shall come to pass that he who fleeth from the noise of the fear, he who flees from the noise of the fear shall fall into the pit. And he that cometh up out of the midst of the pit shall be taken in the snare. For the windows from on high are open, and the foundations of the earth do shake. I'm telling you, folks, there's an apocalyptic, catastrophic, ultimate conclusion to the matter. And you're hearing the sounds of the apocalypse. It's the precursor to what the birthing pains, the heavens are opening, the earth is shaking. And even Jesus said, there shall be signs in the sun and in the moon and in the stars, and distress of nations with perplexity, the sea and the waves roaring, men's hearts fail in them for fear of things coming upon the earth, for the powers of heaven shall be shaken. Then shall you see the Son of Man coming in a cloud with power and great glory. And when these things begin to come to pass, he says, look up, lift up your head, for your redemption draweth nigh. Now, look at the next verse. So he talks about the windows of heaven are open and the foundations of the earth do shake. Verse 19, the earth is utterly broken down. The earth is clean dissolved. The earth is moved exceedingly. Verse 20, the earth shall reel to and fro like a drunkard, and it shall be removed like a cottage, and the transgression thereof shall be heavy upon it, and it shall fall and not rise again. A cataclysmic conclusion to an apocalyptic scenario. The good news is, for you that are saved and redeemed, you have nothing to fear, for the Lord hasn't given us the spirit of fear, but of love and power and a sound mind. Matter of fact, he even said, don't run from the noise, you'll fall into the pit. Keep looking up, for your redemption's drawing nigh. It is, without question, folks, the sounds of the apocalypse. They've returned, this time to Indiana, this time to a very city that I'm going to be preaching in. Are you serious? Is God using me to be a messenger? Do we need a revival in Indiana? How about Huntington? Let's do that. Let's have that. I'll see you on April 30th. I'll be in Huntington, Indiana. Time is running out. The sounds of the apocalypse are everywhere.